Selena Gomez managed to achieve something most people thought was impossible in her ongoing comparison with Justin Bieber. When she released her collaborative album with Benny Blanco earlier this year, critics were quick to dismiss it as a total failure. Social media was flooded with negative comments about its sales, with many declaring that Selena's career was effectively finished. The backlash was intense, targeting everything from her appearance to her personal struggles. Meanwhile, Bieber fans celebrated, believing their favorite artist had decisively outshone his former girlfriend. The album, I Said I Love You First, became the subject of relentless ridicule across nearly every platform. Comment sections were packed with jokes questioning her relevance in today's music scene, with some insisting she should quit recording altogether. Benny Blanco was not spared either, facing criticism over his production choices and decision to collaborate with Selena. The negativity seemed endless, creating a public storm that appeared to confirm critics' worst predictions about the project's commercial future. However, what nobody anticipated was the complete turnaround that was about to occur. Amid all the noise, something remarkable was happening with the actual sales. While critics focused on streaming numbers and chart rankings, they missed the one metric that would eventually determine the true winner in this unexpected rivalry. The reality of physical album sales was soon revealed, and it silenced anyone who had doubted Selena's latest musical venture. At the same time, Justin Bieber released new music, and fans expected massive numbers that would reaffirm his position as one of the top pop stars today. Social media buzzed with speculation about record-breaking sales and chart dominance, fueling the belief that Bieber would once again prove his superiority. But when the actual figures emerged, the story took a surprising turn. Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco's album had a phenomenal first week. It achieved 120,000 album equivalent units in the US, a significant milestone in today's competitive music market. Yet the most striking detail came when the pure album sales were revealed. The album sold 71,000 physical copies in its debut week, shattering any narrative that it had failed commercially. This marked Selena's strongest first-week performance in years, showing that her fan base remained deeply loyal despite the harsh criticism surrounding the release. On the other hand, Bieber fans were faced with an outcome nobody expected. His latest release sold only 6,000 pure copies in the same period, creating one of the most dramatic reversals in recent music history. The contrast between these numbers was so striking that it immediately sparked discussions about authenticity, fan loyalty, and what truly defines an artist's relevance and commercial appeal. The irony was hard to ignore. Critics who had ridiculed Selena for supposedly underperforming now had to justify why 6,000 sales could be acceptable for him. The math was straightforward and undeniable, leaving previous criticisms looking hypocritical and baseless. This reversal revealed something deeper about celebrity culture and public perception. So eager were people to tear down Selena that they ignored factual information, choosing instead to spread negative stories. The rush to judgment reflected more on the critics than on the actual quality or success of the album. Social media, once filled with memes and harsh commentary about Selena's career, fell silent as fans absorbed the unexpected results. Many who had mocked her had to confront the reality that their assumptions were wrong. Some even deleted their posts rather than admit their error or offer any apology for prematurely celebrating what they thought was her failure. The wider entertainment industry also took notice. Music professionals expressed surprise at how dramatically public perception had shifted. Executives began reevaluating assumptions about market trends and fan behavior, realizing that loyalty and genuine support could defy even the harshest criticism. In a world where social media often dictates the narrative, Selena's album proved that actual numbers, especially physical sales, can tell a completely different story. This unexpected success not only reaffirmed Selena's place in the music industry, but also exposed how quickly people are willing to judge without seeing the full picture. Her fans' unwavering support, combined with strong sales, highlighted a truth that critics had overlooked. Real engagement and dedication often outweigh fleeting online opinions. In the end, the numbers didn't just tell a story of commercial victory. They challenged assumptions, reshaped public perception, and reminded everyone that genuine fan loyalty cannot be ignored, no matter how loud the critics may be. The gap between public opinion and the actual sales numbers highlighted a big problem with how success is measured and reported in today's digital world. Throughout the entire situation, Selena Gomez stayed calm and professional, choosing to focus on her upcoming projects instead of getting drawn into the controversy. Her composed response strengthened her image and showed why her fan base remains so loyal, even under constant public scrutiny. The contrast between her maturity and the chaotic reactions from critics made it obvious who really came out ahead in this unexpected competition. This episode had lessons that went far beyond just two artists competing for sales. It served as a reminder of the risks of rushing to judgment based on partial information or personal bias. The entertainment industry took notice, realizing the importance of waiting for complete data before making definitive claims about commercial success or failure. Analysts began studying what the numbers revealed about how audiences behave and what they value. The stark difference between streaming figures and physical album sales suggested that different fans engage in different ways. Some prioritize convenience, streaming music online, while others prefer to own a tangible copy of their favorite albums. Understanding these patterns could change how future releases are marketed and distributed. The timing of this revelation was perfect for demonstrating the value of patience and persistence in the music business. Selena had endured weeks of intense criticism and negative publicity, only to emerge stronger once the full numbers were revealed. Her experience proved that first impressions and immediate reactions don't always predict long-term success or accurately reflect an artist's real commercial appeal. Record labels began paying closer attention to physical sales, recognizing that some fans are willing to invest in tangible products. This insight could affect future marketing budgets and the metrics that industry professionals prioritize when measuring success. Fans also learned an important lesson. Supporting artists through actual purchases can be more meaningful than just liking posts or sharing content on social media. Selena's impressive physical sales showed that her followers were ready to invest real money in her music, creating a more sustainable foundation for her career than short-term streaming spikes or viral moments could provide. The situation proved that authenticity and true talent eventually overcome manufactured controversies or negative publicity campaigns. Selena had built her career by forming real connections with fans who valued her artistry enough to support it financially, and the numbers reflected this deeper level of engagement that went far beyond casual listening or online interactions. The entertainment world learned that jumping to conclusions based on incomplete information often backfires. Critics who had been quick to declare one side the winner suddenly had to explain why their predictions had been so wrong. The importance of patience and careful analysis became impossible to ignore. Looking ahead, this experience is likely to influence how artists plan their releases and promotional strategies. The clear demonstration that physical sales still matter could encourage more musicians to focus on creating products fans actually want to own permanently, rather than relying solely on streams or fleeting trends. The market proved that devoted fan bases still value owning music, even in a world dominated by digital convenience. While the numbers confirmed Selena Gomez as the clear winner in this unexpected competition, the real takeaway extended far beyond charts and statistics. The lesson was about patience, authenticity, and the danger of making judgments too quickly. Selena's story showed that staying focused on producing quality music and maintaining genuine fan relationships remains the most reliable path to long-term success in an industry often obsessed with temporary trends. In the end, her victory wasn't just about outselling a competitor. It was a lesson in resilience, loyalty, and the lasting power of authentic connections. Fans, critics, and industry professionals alike were reminded that substance matters more than hype, and that real achievements can sometimes defy expectations. Subscribe for more behind-the-scenes insights into the entertainment world, exploring the stories and trends that shape celebrity culture, and reveal what really goes on behind the headlines.